I'm on my way to the post office to drop off a letter and get some stamps, because it's one of those things. I have there once was a point where I had 8 accounts in 3 different countries, and it's just, if you're an international conglomerate business magnate like I am, I wish, then these things just amass over time. And one of the things I no longer use, which is my German bank account, and I had it because I was renting some service over in Germany for many years, and I've since, it's many years ago actually, already consolidated that infrastructure, and I'm hosting them out of Las Vegas now. They're my own service. I used to rent them from a couple of companies in Germany, and I don't really need to do that anymore. So I cancelled the service about a year ago, or 2 years ago was the last time I used that, and completely forgot about the account. And it doesn't really matter if it's a free account. Like, my accounts in the UK are free, they don't cost me anything. And it's one of those big differences between the US and the UK, that personal banking in the UK is completely free. And I do remember that there once was a time when personal banking in Germany was also free, but I guess those times have changed, because when I've opened that account in Germany, like, I don't remember, 10 years ago or so, that was €5 a month. No matter if you put money in it or take money out of it, it's just €5 a month. And so the remaining whatever was in there, €100 or so, they've gradually been hoovered up by maintenance fees, I guess. So even though I was not using the account anymore, they kept charging me. And a few months ago they got in touch and said, hey, listen, there's no more money on the account, we've taken it all for not doing anything, and you now owe us money because we've taken more than there was on it, and of course we're charging you for it. And you go, yes, that's very nice. So my mom was kind enough, it's in her neighborhood in Germany there, so she was kind enough to go to the bank and give them whatever I owed them. And then I thought, I must really cancel that account. Completely forgot about it, of course. So now they've written to me again and said, hey Jay, money on your account has run out, you really have to give us money because we've taken more than there was on there and we're charging you for it. And you go, yeah, okay, I get the picture. So now I find myself in a situation where I have to send a letter to the guys in Germany and say, hey, I request the account to be cancelled, because that can't be done via online chat and speaking to people. They need a piece of paper because it's Germany and things are difficult in Germany, I understand that. And so I've written that piece of paper and signed it, put it in an envelope, thinking, how much does a letter actually cost from the US to Germany? I have no idea, because we've got stamps here that are called forever stamps in America, and they cost whatever they cost, I don't know. And one stamp will take your letter to either the house next door or someone in Alaska. It's the same price. They don't really have a value on them, so it's a bit like the first class stamps in the UK. When you buy them, they'll be valid forever, really, and they cost as much as they cost when you buy them. But if you were to send a letter 10 years from now with that stamp, the stamp is still worth whatever it costs then to send something. It's a bit like currency, really, but hey, it's one of those things. So I am familiar with the concept of the forever stamp in America, but I'm not quite familiar with how I would go about posting a letter that's of that importance into a different country. Can I just put 2 or 3 forever stamps on there? Will that cover it? I've sent something, it was an eBay sale I've made. I've sent something to somebody in Las Vegas, I believe, and that was returned about 2 months later. The guy I sold this to thought he had got his item, but he obviously didn't, because it was returned to me because, I don't know, 2 cents postage was missing. And it's easier for the United States Postal Service, I guess, to deliver it 3,000 miles across the country than to just give it to the guy. Very, very sorry state of affairs. So that's why I'm on my way to the post office to find out how I can send that letter to Germany and make sure it arrives at the same time. I also thought I'd take this opportunity, if we can actually hear things through the hefty wind that's blowing here. We had the Miami Marathon yesterday in town. That's all blown away, luckily. Yes, I thought it's a good opportunity to catch up on what's been happening in January. It's been a busy month, very exciting. Many videos have seen the light of day on my other channel, which is very cool. Maybe as a result I didn't quite have much time to produce content on this channel, but it's also and it still is extremely windy, so it makes it difficult to produce videos outdoors. There's a couple that I've uploaded a few days ago and they are not quite live yet. Just looking where the post office actually is. It's kind of somewhere over there, but I don't go there very often, so kind of looking around still. Film crew, hello. Good stuff. Always good to see professionals at work. So yes, a lot of videos. My live streams are going well. I really enjoy them. They make me focus on some kind of DAS Studio topic. To be really honest, I'm a little bit at loss as to what I'm going to do on Friday in a few days. Something about scene building I'm thinking, but what exactly I don't know yet. It'd be nice to have an idea a few weeks ahead of time to build up some kind of schedule, but sometimes it's a mystery even to me what's going to happen until a couple of days before. So there we go. I've also reviewed a game capture device, USB game capture device, that I don't think I'll keep, so I need to arrange returns for that. That's another video that's coming out this week. It's going to be good. It's very in-depth and it flowed very well. I'm very happy with it, and it addresses many of the questions I've had myself in regards to this game capture device, and it's kind of a byproduct of something that I was doing anyway, and I thought before I forget, maybe it'll be helpful to others, and I'll just put that all in a big article and in a big video. So that's on the way, that's edited, and that's going to go live this week. And I've had a great idea since my wife's 50th birthday. The other day I got her 2 big silver balloons, inflatable balloons that were really large, like half the size of a person, so it's kind of 2-3 foot tall, about 2-3 feet tall, large balloons that were, and they are numbers, so the numbers that you can choose from are 0 to 9, and they inflate them with helium, so they float. It's very cool, and they look extremely nice. They're silver, so they're shiny, and I was thinking, hey, I can make that with Marvelous Designer, a collection of party balloons. That'd be really cool, and I think I want to do that. It's going to be very exciting. It's fairly easy to do, and I've had this idea, and I think I'm going to go and do that. It'll be a nice little Patreon freebie for my supporters. I'm not sure if it's going to be a paid product or if I'm just going to give it away as a Patreon freebie, not quite sure yet. But I remember making a pillow once with the same idea, so having 2 shapes, 2 patterns, sew them together and then inflate them with a little bit of internal pressure. It's going to look really nice, and then add a nice DAS Studio shader to it. I guess that's what I didn't do at that time. I was just concerned about modeling that. So that's what I'm going to do, and yeah, I'll see if and when I have time for that. This is not the post office here, I must admit. I can't quite believe where the time is going. I mean, January is nearly over and February is about to come knocking on the door. I don't know, time is just passing by so fast, isn't it? Ah, here's the post office. Very nice old Art Deco style building. Let's see if they've got stamps for me.